Alright guys, I'm back. Making my video. I haven't been on for a while. I just had surgery yesterday on September 30th, 2025. Yesterday. Look. My hospital bracelet. Oh, you can see it there. This is where the IV and everything. I had a tumor as big as a grapefruit. I mean, like the big giant grapefruits. They took out the tumor. They took out my fallopian tube, one of them, and one of my ovaries. So I'm just trying to recover slowly but steady. You can see that I'm talking. I think they bumped my lips, so it's kind of swollen right here. And I think because I had a breathing tube. Anesthesia didn't work out for me because it was affecting my heart and stuff. Because I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't do none of that. That's why things like that would affect me, you know what I mean? So, because I don't put nothing in my body. All right, cool. So, I'm happy that I removed the tumor. I'm getting my life slowly but steady back and everything like that. But it's kind of messed up that a hospital knew I had a tumor 5 years ago, never informed me. I had a car accident in 2023. That's why I wasn't on my YouTube. My YouTube, my Facebook, my Instagram, my TikTok and everything for 2 years, you know what I mean? Because I took off to recover and everything like that, you know what I mean? So it was been a task just of that. And then to tell me that all through these years I had a tumor, only reason I found out I had a tumor was on April 10th, 2025 when I had some food poisoning from the supermarket of some cold cuts. Everybody got sick in the house. I was the last one. I said, let me see, I'll feel a little bit better if I eat some soup. I threw up the whole pot of soup. And I didn't even want to even eat soup after that. I haven't ate soup ever since April. I haven't. I just couldn't. It would just will freak me out. I threw it up. I couldn't stop throwing up. Then I started throwing up blood. That's when I went to the hospital, and that's when the doctor said, why haven't you removed the tumor that you had for 5 years? Sir, what are you talking about? I never knew anything. Then I've been suffering in pain and everything. Then in June 16 or 17, my son had surgery. And I went to the bathroom to pee and everything. And from there, I threw up blood and everything. I went to the security guard. And I told him, he says, you're not going nowhere. I was turning like purplish blue on my lips and everything. So my heart dropped. My heart rate dropped. My blood pressure dropped. They put me in a wheelchair. 10 doctors were working on me. They put oxygen for me to breathe because I couldn't breathe. And they were going to transfer me to another hospital because remember I was in a kids hospital. So the transfer was going to take too long. So they called 911 and they took me in an ambulance to the other hospital. And then there finally somebody started opening their mouth and checking me. Yes, you do have a tumor and you have to attend this. You have to take it out, blah, blah, blah. And that was where I was. Then I went to go see the surgeon. Then he was scheduling me. And the girl that schedules surgeries and stuff for him never called me back after I left a message on her machine because she left me a message on the stupid portal internet type thing, and I called her the next day, left her a message, never called me back. It took her a month. Then she had an epiphany in her little brain. Why hasn't that girl called me back? Let me call her. I said, I called you and left you a message. Oh, who did you leave it with? I said, no, I left it on your machine. For real? I thought I called you back. No, you never did. Anyway, push comes to shove, whatever. You know, people like to text message, chit-chat instead of working. Because if you're overwhelmed and you can't do the job, have somebody come in to help you or don't have the job at all. You know, whatever. So I told the surgeon that she didn't call me or whatever. He's like, oh, I said, I'm telling you it privately. You know what I mean? Because if it was the other way around, it wouldn't be pretty. I'm telling you, like on camera, guys, it wouldn't be pretty. I told him in a nice way. All right. So finally, my surgery came. Then he was going to cancel my surgery because they didn't call me all day, the hospital, to let me know what time is my surgery. I waited all day by the phone and everything. Still nothing. Then I called at 6 p.m. to find out. I said, you guys, I'm having surgery tomorrow. I need to know what time. I guess the girl had like a little kind of attitude or whatever and everything like that. Because I guess everybody has attitudes all of a sudden. You know what I mean? So she's like, oh, be here at 5:30. So I was there before that. It was a 2-hour and something trip to get to that hospital. All right. Because I'm only going to go to the best of the best. I'm not going to go to no low-life hospital because mostly everybody's getting killed in different hospitals. You know what I mean? And I'm sorry. I can't go to low-lives. It's just not happening. I went to what I'm around my area and look what they did to me, you know? So, no. So I went and everything, and I signed the papers and everything. And then I told him, I guess he didn't like it, the surgeon, about, them not calling me. So he was going to cancel my surgery. He's like, oh, I'll give you a referral for another doctor. I said, no. I'm so-and-so's patient for such a long time. He recommended to you, and you're going to do the surgery. I have faith in you. I still have faith. It has nothing to do with you. It's your staff. Sit down your staff and have a conversation with them, or get rid of them and get a new crew. So he kind of got it, and then I conked out or whatever. And then when I woke up, I already had my surgery and everything. So I'm walking and everything like that. I was walking off this anesthesia because it wasn't doing good for my heart. So I said, let me pee this out. Let me walk this out, whatever. I don't like the feel. And then they put this patch on my neck as well. You know what I mean? So, like I said, I don't know. Doctors out here are strange or whatever. But like I said, he's a good doctor. Prestige doctor, magazine quality type of doctor, talk show type of doctor, excellent surgeon, but he has a messed up crew. That will hurt him in the long run. If he doesn't sit down and talk to them, have a conversation with them, if you can't do your job, go home. Goodbye. I can find somebody else. You know what I mean? If you're not going to be responsible, you shouldn't have that type of job. All these jobs of these girls and everything, I can do it within a heartbeat like that. And I will have freaking awards as well, because that's the type of person I am. I'm a hard worker and the whole 9 yards. I would say, this is how it goes. This is what's going on. I'm going to call this person. I'm going to let this person know. I even have to call him every day. What's the thing? It's only costing you nothing. It's your job to call people. But no, she didn't call. And to this day right now, remember I had the surgery yesterday. Let me see, what time is it? It's 3:16 p.m. right now. Today's October 1st, Wednesday, 2025. Still, no one has called me from the hospital. They didn't call me yesterday to see how I was after coming home or getting out of the hospital. They haven't called me at all. They haven't called me today, and it's, like I told you, now it's 3:17 p.m., October 1st, 2025. Let's see how long it's going to take for the hospital to call me. Well, unfortunately, if they don't call me, I'm gonna report it as very unprofessional of the staff in that hospital that doesn't call. The surgeon, wonderful. He should have hundreds of awards for being the surgeon that he is. But the staff, they got to go. You don't do that to people. So like I tell you guys, always check your records. Don't mess with your health. If you have insurance and it pays for it, do all the tests. Even if you don't need the tests, you want to do them anyway to make sure you don't have nothing at that moment. Because doctors come out and say, oh, no, you're perfectly fine. I don't see nothing wrong with you. No, how are you? You're not my body. You know what I mean? Look at me. Look what they did to me. I had a tumor this big. This big. Look at the cuts. Look at the cuts. Look at this. Look at this. Now, I don't know how the scarring is or anything like that. I don't know what's going to happen because, like I said, this is my first actual surgery of anything. But I had a DNC done 15 years ago. But that's something of another thing. This is the cutting you open in the whole 9 yards and taking out a tumor. You know what I mean? So I don't know how it's going to happen, if I'm going to have scars or stuff. But I'll keep everybody updated. But I love you guys. Thank you for watching my video. I appreciate it and everything like that. But this is my story. This is my truth. This is my testimony. Like I told you guys, don't put up with BS. Stand up for yourself. Always check your health. And I'll see everyone later. Bye.